Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. To throw is Mitchell on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Mitchell now on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But it's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reynolds. Touchdown! A great effort there. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Mitchell off the play fake. Over the middle here to Brown. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Mitchell. And this is incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They run the counter. Kidd, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Being chased out left. He finds his man. Complete. It's long. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. Mitchell. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Mitchell. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
They get the completion, but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll run on first down. Kidd, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Mitchell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reynolds. 2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Mitchell throwing again.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On first down, Lawrence to the sideline, locates Renfro.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
They'll rifle one complete to Streets. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Mitchell.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Mitchell off the bootleg. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want.
And now the rookie's free. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll they'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it.
And this is going to be Packer football. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
To throw is Mitchell. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Packers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start looting.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Chase Young, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he fields it cleanly. A good return there, 17 yards. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Mitchell now throwing on 1st down. Dancing to his left.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Mitchell.
Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Here's Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Lawrence's throw pulled in by Renfrow.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Mitchell on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Mitchell on 1st and 10.
Targets and finds Reynolds once more.
To throw on 2nd down. Mitchell. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd down and 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On third down, Kidd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Here's Mitchell off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Lawrence will throw. The open man here, Renfro. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Caught out right by Renfro. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll look to throw again. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. That one looks like he'll throw here. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. This will be caught by Brown. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. To throw is Mitchell. Throwing on 4th down. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey.